What's cooking? Good looking. We are in the kitchen today. We are going to do a biscuit recipe. Obviously with biscuits, you can eat them as biscuits, but a lot of times I like to use it when we do breakfast pizzas. So let's go ahead. It's honestly really simple and easy. So let's get cooking. First things up, you need a stick of butter for your recipe. What you're gonna do is take the stick of butter and stick it into your freezer. Yes, I said freezer. Also, cooking in the kitchen, there's kids in the background. You're gonna stick it in your freezer for about 20 minutes. We need to harden it up because we're gonna grate it. So here we go. First, I'm going to add all of my dry ingredients into a mixing bowl. I'm going to add 2.5 cups flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then what I like to do is use my whisk and just whisk it all together so it's nice and blended. Once I have the dry ingredients done and set aside, I need to grate the butter. So personally, I like to grate it, use my grater at its like the finest grade. And then we're gonna add in the butter to the dry ingredients, and then we need to mix that up. If I'm being honest, you kind of got to be gentle with it, otherwise it's just gonna clump up in one big clump. So I'm just using my hands here and just lightly mixing it all in together, integrating the butter with the flour. Once I have that done, I'm gonna add in 1 cup of milk, mix that together so we can get the dough formed. I use the spatula and then I go in and use my hands to knead it together, mix it together. Now you need to lightly flour your working surface, place the biscuit dough onto the surface, and we are going to flatten it out, and we're just going to fold it into rectangles, flatten it out, fold it into the rectangle again, fold over. You're going to do that about 4 to 6 times. Now, if you're doing the pizza dough with your biscuits, roll it out, or at that point you would just use your circle cutting biscuit cutter to cut out circles into about 1 inch or so. Once you do that and have your biscuits or your pizza dough laid out, you're gonna lightly brush it with milk. Okay, so obviously I'm making the breakfast pizza with my biscuit dough, but regardless if you're doing circle biscuits, pizza dough biscuits, you're gonna preheat your oven to 425. You're gonna bake it for, what did I write down? 13 to 16 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. Golden brown is what you're searching for. Okay, so here is the finished product of our biscuits recipe. Like I said, we're gonna make a breakfast pizza, but these are just buttery, yummy, delicious, and you can always top them with butter if you wanted as well. Enjoy.